straightforward answer. Thank you.
Yeah.
The next thing that I have is more so in concern with, as an elected member for the riding, to what degree would you use your ability to grow the party? Would this be a good conduit to grow the party? Because at this particular stage, as you know, we have 338 ridings. We're still looking for candidates for those ridings. But at the same time, just doing some simple math, needing between 10 and 20 people on every riding executive board is going to require, several thousand volunteers. How can we motivate participation in the party? And do you see having a seat in the House of Commons as a vehicle towards that event?
Yes and no. I believe that, if I'm winning that election, that will help us also to find candidates for the next election in every riding, because that is our goal. But don't forget, in the election in 2019 and 2021, we didn't have anybody in the House. We didn't have any candidate elected, and we were able to have 313 candidates at the last election, and about 320, if my memory is good, at the first election in 2019. So our goal is to have a candidate in every riding when the time of the election will come in 2025. But you're right by saying we want to build a riding association, and we need people, volunteers, on the board of the EDAs, the riding association. So what we are doing, it's a little bit different than the establishment political parties. We are building regional riding association. So one association may be in charge of 4 or 5 ridings, and like that, you concentrate your people in one riding association, and it's more effective. Because I'll give you an example, like on the island of Montreal, over there, they're leftists. They're voting liberals all the time. It's very difficult for us to do well. So there's about 20 ridings on the island, but we'll have only one riding association. Our people will be together. They will be in charge of all these ridings on the island, and that's more effective for us. So that's our new functional model for a new political party. And yes, we are doing a call for candidates right now this year. I can tell you that we have about 100 candidates selected and approved for the next election. Our goal is to find another 101 this year, so we'll have 200. And next year we'll do the same, and we'll be ready for the next election. But the best way to try to have our candidates is to promote our platform. When people are looking, that it's always the same platform, bold ideas, based on principles, without any compromise, and knowing that we will win. We have the best vision for this country, based on Western civilization values. We will win, but we don't know when. But I strongly believe that this party will have one person elected. It can be at this by-election or later, and we'll start that common sense revolution. You look at the past. When we created the party in 2018, 0%. Our first election, 1.6. The last election, 5. Maybe at the next one we can have 10. But it took 28 years for the Green Party of Canada. They created the Green Party in Canada in the 1983 or something like that. After 28 years, they had their first candidate elected, Elizabeth May. I can tell you, it won't take 28 years, because for the Green Party of Canada, it took them 20 years to have more than 1.6% of the vote. We did that in our first election, 1.6% of the vote. And after 3 years, we had 5%. And the Green Party, after 30 some years, 35 years, they had at the last election 2%. So this party, step by step, is growing, and our time will come. So I believe that the best argument to find candidates is our platform. And I can tell you that the quality of our candidates is improving at every election. When we started the party in 2019, some people came and they tried to change our platform. We say no, this is our platform. It won't change. You like it, come with us. You don't vote for us. And at the second election, we had a better quality of candidates, and I believe that will be the same. We are improving the quality of our candidates, and we have candidates that understand that they may not be elected. I'll give you an example. Before the last election, I did Zoom teleconference meetings with our candidates, and I told them our goal is to have 4%. What I was telling them really was, you won't win. You can win. You cannot win an election with 4%. And we did well. We had 5%. But we were able to have 313 candidates dedicated, and they did a great campaign. And at the next election, maybe I'll say to our candidates, our goal is to have 10%. And maybe some candidates will win because of the competition in a riding. Some candidate will have more than 10%, some less. But step by step. And our candidates are very dedicated, and they're here for the cause. They know that we're doing a revolution, a peaceful, common sense, populist revolution, and you cannot do that in 1 year.